Hey, my name is Dr. Chelle. Thank you for coming to Dr. Test Prep. And it's not about me and the likes, it's about you and your future. So I'm so glad you care about yourself to learn how the Desmos calculator can really support you on the PSAT and SAT, which is the focus of this series. Right now, make sure you've opened up the Desmos calculator and clicked Choose Assessment College Board. Some of the features I'm going to teach you throughout the series will not work unless you're in the College Board version. We are looking at Khan Academy, Unit 7, Lesson 4 on center, spread, and distribution. And let me tell you, this is where the Desmos calculator shines. So if you can just follow along to my techniques, you are going to do amazing. If you did buy my book on Amazon, it's $14.95. We are on page 127. If you didn't, okay, get a paper and pencil and take some notes because you will want to remember these strategies and skills. All right, let's take a look. Number 4, consider the dot plot below of test scores on a past math test. What is the mean, median, mode, and range, and what can you conclude from this data? So just like we did in the previous video for the easier or the basic examples, we have to create a set and element list. So pick your favorite letter that's not X or Y. I'm going to pick P for Penelope. Why not? Equals, and then you're going to hit the bracket bar that's next to the letter P on the keyboard. Now, every time we see a dot, that dot represents a number. So we see one dot above 65. And actually, let me make this a little bit bigger. So that we can maybe see it more clearly. Okay, just in case you don't have the book. So we have a dot for 65. So I'm going to write 65 one time. Then I've got one dot for 66. Otherwise known as 55. We have 3 dots at 67. So 1, 2, 3. We have 1 dot at 68. Don't forget to put commas in between your numbers. We have 2 69s. And look at all of the 70s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 70s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have nothing on 71. We have 3 72s. So, comma 1, 2, 3. We don't have anything again until 75, 76, 78. We have 3 78s. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Nothing on 79. We have 2 80s. 1, 2. We have 1 81. Nothing for 82. We have 1 83. We have 3 85s. And you're not going to get a lot of these because it is just time consuming, but we still need to show you how to do it. So we've got 2 91s. And the hardest, it actually takes longer just typing everything in than it does to do the mean, median, mode, and range. And I was excessive when I made this one. I'm not going to act like I wasn't. 2 95s. 4 96s. 197 and 198 and close that bracket. So I tried to make it realistic, but I don't think you would ever get 40 elements in a list. But here's the exciting news. Writing and typing that into Desmos is really what took the longest, okay? Because I'll show you the keyboard first in case you didn't watch the other video. When you go to functions and scroll down, these are all the different things that you can do with a Desmos calculator. And what we need to do is we're going to use 2 of them. We're going to use the mean and we're going to use stats. So all we need to do now is type mean and then I like to type. I guess we can hit, create a new line, hit functions, mean, and then put the letter P and close parentheses. That's your mean. Okay, remember back in the day you would have to add all those numbers up and do plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, divide by the number of numbers. Nope, now you just type the word mean. Look what happens when you do functions and stats. And usually I just type it, but I'll click it for you. Type in the letter P. You don't have to retype all the numbers, and it gives you the information. It's like Desmos is amazing. I mean, Khan Academy is fantastic for how the AI connects with the College Board and finds out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Desmos, like my videos showing you how to use a Desmos calculator, is going to save you so much time on the test because right now Khan videos don't do that. All right, let's take a look here. So our mean is 79.25. That was our average test score. Our median was 78. Our mode, they won't give you mode, but it's certainly obvious that 70 has the most. So our mode is 70. And then our range is the max minus the min. So our max is 98 minus our min is 65. And if you can do that in your head and get 33, great. Or you can just do 98 minus 65 and get 33. Okay. So, I mean, it's crazy. And then I don't know if it goes into interquartile range for the later units, but it even gives you the interquartile breakdowns. Like it's incredible. All right, so that's the end of the first question. And really, like as I showed you, the hardest thing was aligning the 40 dots with the element list. All right, we're going to click this gear right here and delete all so we can start again. Traffic can fluctuate and cause commute times to vary. Mr. Williams experienced the following times driving to and from work last week. Given the data, what can you conclude about his commute? Explain using mean and median. If the two highest values were removed, how would it impact the mean? So first, I'm just going to do M equals, pick almost any letter of the alphabet that you want. And now we're just typing it in, 25, 25, 22. You don't need to put spaces. Just type the list. I don't know if you'll be able to copy and paste. I would be surprised if you could, but so I would just get in the habit of typing it in. Notice how we have 10 numbers there and there's a 10 element list. So it wants us to explain the difference between mean and median. So we're just going to do, well, what's the mean of M? There's the mean. You can do stats again, and you can also type in median, but I'm just going to hit stats so you get used to doing that. So we can see that in the first list, our mean was 30.9 and our median was 27.5. So what can we conclude about the commute is that the average time is higher than the median. Okay, now it says what would happen if we removed the two highest values, like how would the mean be impacted? So all we're going to do is just take out these two highest values. Since we already have the mean, we can just delete these and now look at what our new mean is. Our new mean is 26.75. So how was it impacted? Well, we can do 30.9, which is what we got the first time for the mean, subtract our new mean. And how is it impacted? He saves 4.15 minutes. Okay. Simple. So let's hit the gear since there's a lot of things to cross off and click delete all and move on to the last question. In a class of 20 students, the scores on the recent science test were as follows: mean, median, and mode, and then why is it significant? And part of the reason why I'm doing it like that is because I noticed on Khan Academy, some of the questions had you like analyze the mean versus median, and I'm trying to not have as many multiple choice questions in the harder in the units 6 through 9. So that's why they're kind of open-ended. But obviously on your test, you're not going to have open-ended. 85, 90, 92, 78, 95. And again, I highly doubt that you're going to have a 20 list thing, but like if you take the PSAT or the SAT and you do have a 20 element list, like I would love to know in the comments, like any information that you can give me to help me do better or help future students, like put it in the comments so that, because I will read all the comments. And also just be encouraging to each other. You know, our planet needs people who are encouraging. Okay, so it says 20 students. We have a 20 element list. We're good to go. So I'm going to just type, and I'll hit the function button. I'm so used to typing, but I just want, you might forget what to type. So we'll go to function. So functions mean of list A. Now, if it was list R, we would type in the R. So there's our mean. And then we're going to do function stats of list A, gives us our other one. So what is the mean? Our mean is 87.25. What is our median? Our median is 87.5. Now, this is one that I haven't yet figured out how to put them in order from least to greatest to see where there's any doubles. When I'm looking at this very quickly, it appears that 88, hold on. Okay, I just need to show you the coolest thing ever. So I've just spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out what is a way that you could find a mean if you have like a ridiculous amount, the mode if you have a ridiculous amount of numbers. Like these numbers I gave you here are not in order, and especially and they're listed. So look at this feature. All you're gonna do is type in histogram A, and that's it. And then the highest value is this one. So 88 is the number that happened the most often. So that's the mode. Okay. I'm very excited because I wrote this book not knowing that there was a histogram feature, and it would have saved me a gosh darn lot of time in order to do that. So anyway, basically the mean, median, and mode is all within 1 point of each other. So it's an accurate spread of data. Okay. I'm just excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I love that histogram feature. All right, so we have just concluded Unit 7, Lesson 4, the harder examples. So as much as I want you to like all of my videos and watch all my videos to be the best that you can be, I want you to stop watching my videos, head back over to Khan Academy and answer the 4 practice questions relating to Unit 7, Lesson 4. See if it shows that you've become proficient or mastered the content. And then when you come back, we're going to do more data representations. I mean, look at, I'm so glad I learned the histogram function. Anyway, data representations in the next video, but go back to Khan first. All right, love you guys. I will leave you. See you soon. Bye-bye.